A special interview with Dennis Hopper.
We had a lot of mutual friends. We had an artist who's now dead by the name of Wallace Berman. Dean Stockwell, who's a very dear friend of Neil's and mine. Elliot Roberts, who became Neil's manager, took him out of the Buffalo Springfield and became his manager. Who's a dear friend of mine. We made a movie that took us 5 years in the making called The Human Highway together that Neil directed, and I acted in, and Dean Stockwell acted in, and Russ Tamblyn. Russ Tamblyn is a close friend.
You know, I was just thinking that.
Whoa, those guys are dying. What's happening?
Huh?
Oh, Cracker, listen, there's been a terrible accident. Lionel just got conked on the head, and I think he's probably got a conclusion. You better bring in some towels. What conclusion? A conclusion? Great! Oh, accident!
I think they care. There's something about caring. There's something about wanting to be great and wanting to find a place and be great in that moment and in that space. And Neil Young not only wants to be great, Neil Young is great, but I think it comes from a desire to want to be. And what your parameters of having to do these certain things to become great and to continue to become great. It's not just money, it's not fame, it's the priority of your work, because it's really his work. It's in the same way with Tina Turner. It's her wanting to be the best. She wants to be the best, therefore she is the best. She's made herself the best. And it's not enough just to be the best for a moment, but to continue to be the best, to continue to work, to continue to dance, to continue to keep in shape, to continue to sing, to have that great voice, that great energy, find the material to do, put the groups together, and go in concert like she does. That endless energy. Neil, every time he goes out, it's like watching Picasso do another series of paintings. It's like an amazing thing. Very few people change like Neil does. He changes. Prince seems to have this capacity of change. Dylan could change, you know. That's a great thing for a musician, rather than being locked into one sound and one kind of thing, but to be able to change. Neil Young's great. Every time he goes out with a new show, it's like new. Only this last show he did the old things, which I thought was great, but in a very interesting way, because of the war and because of the protest kind of situation here that was no longer a protest, was reaffirming. Those protest songs suddenly reaffirmed our being Americans. I've never seen anything like this. People were out there waving flags, every color, every kind of person, young, old, and this great nationalistic kind of pouring forth from Neil singing protest songs from the 60s that suddenly had totally new meaning, and suddenly we realized they were really American, and he was really an American, and it was wonderful.